All right, back for another beer review, and today I will be reviewing yet another beer from the Finback Brewery, and they're out of Queens, New York, and this is their Rolling in Clouds. So this is an American IPA that comes in at 7.1% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed in time of review. This can is approximately 1 month old. So this is one of Finback's regular / rotating offerings that I've never had before. I've seen this multiple times when I've been in Rochester, New York at the One Stop Brew Shop. And more often than not, when I'm at the One Stop Brew Shop, I am picking up other Finback goodies, and I usually pass on this one. I don't know what it is. It's just the other ones sound a little bit better. But this time, when I saw this beer, I grabbed it, and that's because Aurora Brew Works in East Aurora, New York, which is a nice bottle shop that I go to as often as I possibly can. They're about 40 minutes away from my house, so I get out there maybe like once every 4 to 6 weeks. Well, recently they did a trip to New York City, and they brought back a lot of different goodies from Finback and other half. And I saw this one, and I was like, you know what? Finally time for me to give it a go. So there's not a lot of information on this beer at all. It just says IPA in the manner of the new wave, brewed in New York. And it's, like I said, 7.1%. American IPA, probably going to be New England style IPA. And that's all I really know about it. Don't know the hops, anything like that. So I guess we'll just crack it open and give it a pour and go from there. So yeah, I believe, so as far as like availability on this one goes, usually brewery only. Again, they went to the brewery, Aurora Brew Works did, and picked up some beers from them and brought back this one. I think the price point on this one was $18 a 4-pack at the brewery. I think I paid $5 or $5.25 for a can. You know, always a little bit more expensive when you know, bottle shops go downstate and grab stuff. I don't mind paying an extra $1 a can. I mean, you know, they do all the legwork, and all you have to do is pay the extra buck. So it's ideal. Anyway, that pours out like a hazy. I mean, that's like orange juice-esque, very murky. Very murky, turbid and murky. Had about a half finger of a bright white head, fluffy looking. That looks like a New England style IPA if I've ever seen one. So let's get a nose. That's really nice. Tons of citrus fruit. Yeah, lots of like vibrant orange, tangerine, grapefruit. Definitely some pineapple, passion fruit. I wouldn't be surprised if they were maybe using Galaxy or something like that in here. Maybe Citra. I mean, I could sit here and say Citra, Galaxy, Mosaic, but you know what? Most breweries use those 3 hops nowadays. They are very popular and are in most New England style IPAs. Man, this smells, you know, it's around a month old, but this smells super vibrant and fresh and just like, yeah, it's like pure OJ almost. There's a little bit of dankness there. A little bit of, I'm getting a little bit of like a crackery malt grain. Or malt bill. It's, you know, it's letting me know that this is a beer from the dankness from that malt, but for the most part, like this is just, you know, freshly squeezed orange juice. Yeah, it smells like it's going to be juicy, fruity, and delicious, like most of Finback beers nowadays, at least in my opinion. Anyway, let's get into it. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, that's a fucking nice beer. That's what that is. I don't know when I'm gonna stop saying this, but Finback's their bodies and mouthfeels are honestly starting to rival other half for me. This is super soft and smooth, almost pillowy. It's not like creamy, it's just so soft and inviting. The mouthfeel, it's just crazy. Because of the oats and the flaked wheat and everything, but the oats are giving it a nice bigger body too. This is like medium, a touch over medium body. So at 7.1%, it's drinking from a body and mouthfeel perspective, absolutely killer beer right now. Flavor wise, very nice too. Yeah, so that like slightly acidic, almost pure on orange juice essence that I was getting in the nose definitely carries over. There's more, I'd say, tangerine and like ruby red grapefruit. There's a little bit of like a sweeter orange too. This leans to the sweeter side of things from the citrus characteristics. Then there's a really nice like pineapple, passion fruit, like stone fruit vibe to this one. More to the mango side, maybe a touch of peach. There's an underlying like herbaceous, almost spiciness. Not really dank, it just has like this almost akin to like rye. Kind of like rye, there's just a touch of spiciness. It finishes sweet. There's a very slight bitterness, but mostly sweet. Like I said, touch acidic too, just like an acidic feel. I don't think it's actually acidic, just has like that feeling in the back of the throat, but Yeah, 7.1%. I can't tell you this is a touch over 5. The only reason I know it's a bigger beer is because, A, I know it's a bigger beer, but like if I was drinking a blind, the body and the mouthfeel just kind of scream almost double IPA-esque. Like I would guess blind like 8% just based on the body and mouthfeel alone. But the flavors here, as you can see, I'm just absolutely downing this. I'm crushing it. Yeah, the flavors aren't mind-blowing. There's nothing here that I think is setting a new standard or like separating itself from the pack, but it's well made, it's super tasty, and that body and mouthfeel just make it infinitely more drinkable. And there's nothing really negative to say about this one. But as far as rating goes for the Rolling in Clouds from Finback, I'm gonna go high 4.25 out of 5. I'm gonna go 4.3 out of 5. It deserves it. If the flavors were a little bit more boisterous and just in your face, kind of like the nose, if the nose would have carried over to a T, this would be a 4.5 out of 5 easily. But as is, it's really a 4.25. I bump it up a little bit because of the body and mouthfeel, but Finback knows what they're doing. So, I mean, another Finback beer that I could just crush a ton of. So next time I see this, I might pick up a 4-pack and just have it as like a drinking beer. This is like one of those New England style IPAs that you just want to sit down and not contemplate what you're drinking and just kind of enjoy, hop forward, you know, awesome body and mouthfeel to a beer, and this would be the one for me. But anyway, 4.3 out of 5. Rolling in Clouds from Finback. Like I said, value and availability. $14 a 4-pack at the brewery. I pay that every single day of the week. I mean, you're talking just, you know, $4.50 a can. That is worth it. And availability, like I said, it's usually brewery only, but you'll find bottle shops in New York that will grab Finback and, you know, bring them back and sell them, you know, at a premium, you know, an extra $1 or so per can. But I think that's worth it. And I do think they show up occasionally in some neighboring states like Massachusetts and whatnot. So, you know, it's one of those things. I think Massachusetts, maybe Connecticut, PA, drips and drabs. I don't know. Anyway, appreciate everybody stopping by. Till the next one. Cheers.